Hello everyone, and welcome back to our blind let's play of Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney Trials and Tribulations. My name is FlightlessBird, this is your story-based gaming channel, and this today is Godo's 16th cup of coffee. Oh man, today is a wild day. I got home super late, and I only had time to record one video, and I was gonna do Legend like I have, but I was like, I was so close to getting to the next stage of this case, and I just felt like we had to do this today, you know? So let's get down to it, shall we? But this is my 16th cup of coffee. So this is your final stand.
Well, thank you, Captain. You can really rely on a victory, yes.
Hope everyone's having a wonderful day today, by the way. The left hand or the right hand? Witness testimony. Let's do it.
The boy is wearing the earpiece on the same side as the green lens of his specs. I kept fiddling with it all the time. I was fiddling with it just before he picked up the cup, too. And I had to use the same hand to pick up the cup as the left hand.
Okay, so... okay, the judge apparently is going to say the same thing I said, which is, the monocle was worn on his left.
We know that the victim was wearing an unusual monocle over his left eye.
It wasn't a monocle, Your Honor. It was a small computer monitor often used by programmers.
A monitor? You mean like a television screen? I remember back in my day we had to get up to change the channels. The young whippersnappers.
The inside of the lens is a screen that displays computer data. It's called an HMD. It's a common tool in the victim's line of work.
HD, TV, DVD, CD, I mean all these new fangled letters drive me mad. Well, you know, they don't matter. I know what I saw and I'm telling the truth.
It's true. He doesn't seem to be lying.
And those are the facts in good old black and white.
We'll see about that. Left hand or right hand, let's do it. By the way, no one... I don't think anyone commented and said what the symbol on his shirt means. Or maybe did and I missed it. I'm sorry if I did. But, yeah, I want to know.
Well, the boy was wearing the earpiece on the same side as the green lens of his specs.
So the victim was wearing an HMD.
An HMD, ABC, it wasn't matter.
It was none of them actually, but anyway. And you're sure that he was wearing the earpiece on the same side?
No question. I can only see the side of the head from where I was sitting.
Yeah, well, that's pretty obvious if you look at the floor plans. From the opposite table, he'd only have a view of the side of the victim's head.
You get feeling with it all the time.
It seems you kept an eye on Mr. Glenn Elk.
It was getting on my nerves. Professor that newspaper fiddling with his earpiece all the time. And then he went and made all the fuss dying from one sip of a cappuccino. I wanted to say to him, hey, calm down, you young brat. Just looking at him made my siblings speed up my seed eating. I could have choked.
So I take it the victim was a wrecking ball of nervous energy.
It was filling with it just before he picked up the cup, too.
The earpiece you mentioned, which hand did the victim touch it with?
All the dots. You're one of those people, aren't you? You're the type that uses your left hand to get things out of your right pocket.
Is that possible? Like, huh. Although I do know, which is an interesting fact, and this is something that I do personally, and I didn't realize it until someone told me this fact, but most people who are right-handed put on their socks left foot first and then right foot second. I don't know why that is. Let me know. Which which foot do you put your socks on first, and which hand are you? Because I'm right-handed, and I always seem to put my left foot on first.
Oh, fasten your left cuff with your right hand. And when the tour guide says on your right side, you'll see the famous blah, blah, blah. What do you do? Let me look flat, aren't you?
No, I didn't mean.
Obviously, you was laying on the same side of the body that the earpiece was in.
Ow, 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 stop throwing things at me. Why am I always getting abused? So if he had the HMD on his left side, then it was his left hand, I guess.
Then he used the same hand to pick up the cup. His left hand, I tell you.
You seem very sure of yourself, Mr. Kudo.
That's because I know what I saw, no matter what tricks you try to play on me.
It looks like he really did see the guy picking up the cup with his left hand. This is a dead end. Well, Nick, what do you think? I think we may be in trouble. I think the guy's telling the truth. But even so, something's not quite right.
The check evidence sentimentally breaks.
You mean like he's chucking birdseed at me? But if he's not lying, there wouldn't be any contradictions in his testimony, right? Well, you know what we have to do? We kind of had to do this all over again, just to make sure that the game's not going to trick me. Because before I start throwing down evidence, I want to make sure that there's not something else here that will cause me to spend way too much time on this case. Okay. The warriors were in the earpiece on the same side as the green specks of it, green lens of his specs. Oh, that's the clue. That's the clue. Don't you see? I'm so glad I reread this. Don't you see? That's the clue. We know that his left eardrum was ruptured. So why in the world would he? That's it. We've been misinterpreting the facts here, or he's misinterpreting the facts. But if his left eardrum was ruptured, there's no way he would be wearing his radio in his left eardrum. Which means this right here. All right, let me see. This right here should be the thing I have to attack, right? I mean, it makes sense. Yes! Oh, that's such a good feeling. After getting stuck on that stupid cup last time. Oh, it feels good. I'm not sure what the relevance of this is, but Mr. Kudo, there is something very strange about your observations of the victim. What? You say he was wearing the earpiece on the same side as the HMD?
There's no question. You can lock me up if I'm wrong. It was his left ear, without a doubt. I could only see that side of his head from where I was sitting.
I don't think so.
What did you say?
You're no doubt unaware of this fact, Mr. Kudo. But the victim couldn't hear with his left ear. His eardrum was ruptured. Traces of medication for his condition were found in his ear canal. That's right. It's impossible that the victim was wearing his earpiece in his left ear, because he couldn't even hear in that ear.
Oh, is that true, Captain?
It is.
Pigeon, pigeon, that's a pretty pigeon. Yes, it's a very pretty bird. Order, I say, order!
This witness's testimony is completely unreliable. He only saw the waitress from behind, and we all know what he was looking at. And he claims the victim was wearing an earpiece when he knew his eardrum was ruptured. Well, Mr. Kudo? Arrgh. A single drop of milk is all it takes to destroy the pure black magic in the cup. This old man is my drop of milk.
It's Captain! Are you calling me a drip?
This is the victim's coffee cup in which the potassium cyanide was found. The mark on the rim clearly shows that the victim picked it up with his right hand.
He'll never back down. I know that I'm right. The lad drink is Frappuccino with his left hand.
Let me put you out of your misery. Clearly, the victim used both hands. He took a sip with the cup held in his right hand and then switched to his left. That's what the old man saw. Impossible. The witness has already testified on numerous occasions that the victim died immediately after taking just one sip of the coffee.
Objection!
Which hand the victim used to pick up his cup is irrelevant to your honor. The facts still stand. With one hand or the other, Mr. Elk drank the poisoned coffee. Like this. Sadly, Mr. Godot, that doesn't wash. The point of this testimony was to establish whether the witness's memory is credible. And the results are clear. The testimony given by this witness is useless.
I believe it is time to conclude today's proceedings. I am satisfied that the witness is not deceiving the court. But to be frank, his testimony is a farce.
Why did it have to be so frank? Take that, you puzzle fogey.
I'm sorry, Mr. Kudo, but you can't reach me from there. I'm ordering the defense and the prosecution to investigate this case further. And bailiff, get this guy on assaulting the judge with birdseed.
I really wish he had said that. That would have been great. Just the thought of him getting arrested for assault due to birdseed. Oh. But you know, if he did get arrested for assaulting the judge with birdseed, then what does that say about Van Karma, who literally whipped him constantly? You know?
Well, that is all for now. The court is adjourned.
Whew. Oh God, I thought this was over.
Wait! Hey, we stop now? What does that leave me?
Leave you, Mr. Kudo.
Well, thanks to that Blue City X-Upstart over there. I'm just a bubbling old man who can't even dot his I's across the side now.
How is your bad memory my fault?
I'm sorry, Mr. Kudo. There's nothing that I can do.
I kept my mouth shut until now. But there's something else the court should know.
What? There's more? You gotta be kidding me.
To be perfectly honest, it might not be anything, but I want another chance. I want another crack at you, you young shark.
Me? He's looking at me like I'm some sort of evil shogun.
Well, everyone, what did you say? The final showdown. The final chapter in this eccentric old man's scrapbook.
Sorry, Gramps. I've already had my 17th cup of coffee.
What have you got to lose, Captain? I'll give you all the Frappuccino you want if you come to my house after the trial. I may be 68 years old, but Victor Kudo is still a man!
That's enough witness. I believe it will be quicker for the court to just hear your testimony.
Yeah, but much quicker.
I can't believe this is happening. Yeah, I'm with you, Maya.
Whoa, you better get ready, youngster.
I got the picture. Just quit throwing those seeds at me, would you? He's gotta be using some sort of infinite ammo code with that box of seeds. He's using the Konami code. Maybe that's what his shirt says. It says Konami. Because that's his cheat engine. The Final Showdown.
First of all, I want to stress that this might be nothing. I'm not too sure of myself.
But the young boy slumped over the table as soon as he took one sip of his cappuccino. Well, that clumsy idiot upset my vase. Upset the vase, and he knocked it right over. It broke, and a strip of cloth covered the table got completely soaked. Well, how about that? Turn things upside down.
Yeah, that's my expression.
Oh, the dits. Is that all? Oh, yes, that's all. I remember it perfectly. Hey, you're attacking me again. You're turning a poor defenseless old man. No, not doubting you, Mr. Kudo.
Did you get the feeling there's a question hanging on everyone's lipstick? Yeah, like, is this guy completely insane? Yeah. So what? Probably. Yeah, that too. So what? Well, that's all I could think of, and I had to cross-examine this guy.
Hey, bird brain. Oh, that's all that you can think of.
Hey, now. I may be a flightless bird, but penguins are really smart. Are they? Are penguins smart? Actually, don't know that. You know what? I'm gonna believe that penguins are smart. That's right. So, you call me a bird brain? Well, this bird brain is gonna show you. It's better to be a bird brain than have no brains at all.
Yeah, that's right. Very well, Mr. Wright. Your final course examination, if you would, please.
Let's do this. The final showdown. It's the final countdown.
And first of all, I want to say this might be nothing. I'm not too sure of it myself.
The court generally prefers if witnesses are sure of themselves, Mr. Kudo.
I noisy brat. I'm warning you, I'm more savage than a macho man right now. You won't be here when this testimony is the final battle.
Ow, 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 ow. He's checking those C's harder than ever. I better be careful. Come on, Nick, nail him.
The young boy slipped over the table as soon as he took one sip of his cappuccino.
The court has already heard that testimony, Mr. Kudo.
Well, I know that. I was just sitting in the mood. How else am I supposed to build up the suspense?
The suspense?
Yes, now what do you think? Should I walk the audience a bit more? No, please continue, Mr. Kudo, as quickly as possible. Alright, where was I? Yes, the young boy slipped over the table and, well, the clumsy idiot upset the vase. He knocked it right over.
A vase, you say?
Oh, yes, there are vases on all the tables in that place. Are there accidents waiting to happen? I mean, they're practically begging to be knocked over.
Well, he's right about there being vases. I do remember seeing them too. There was a vase on the table when I ate lunch there. But the vase is still there. Look. And you saw the moment when the victim actually knocked over the vase?
Well, it's hard to say. I mean, it's a bit unclear. How do you really define,
Okay, I get it. Jeez.
I heard it break, and the sight of it is burned into my memory as clear as day. It broke, and the strip of cloth covering the table got completely soaked.
Soaked in water, you mean?
Well, yes, it splashed me on the knee as well.
You said you were sitting at a table across the room from the victim, correct? And yet the water still managed to splash onto you?
Oh, it does. It was gold. I clearly remember it splashing on me.
Could the water really make it all the way across to the other side of the room?
Well, how about that? Turn things upside down.
What if the water splashing was Bird collapsing? And then she like dropped a coffee cup or something? Which is why she had that stain on her apron? You mean the vase on the victim's table falling upside down and breaking?
Oh, the vase turned upside down, and my testimony is turning the case upside down. It's a joke. I just want everyone to hear it. I want to hear
think, Captain? Am I as funny as Mo?
I'm impressed by your ability to waste time. Ooh. Kudo hasn't raised any objections for a while now.
So, young Showa, with the scrap of information, I'm throwing down the gauntlet. If I lose this one, I'll take it like a man and not admit to defeat.
He's really giving you the evil eye, Maya.
It's you he's looking at, Nick, not me. It's like he's saying, I triple dog dare you to find a contradiction, you youngin'.
I guess I'll just have to rise to the challenge then. Ooh, a triple dog dare. I mean, is he wanting me to put my my tongue on a flagpole? Ooh, it's kind of not etiquette there. Right here. Yeah, the vase is fine. It wasn't the vase that got knocked over. I mean, that was easy. Mr. Kudo, this is a photograph of the crime scene.
So what?
I mean, they made that so easy because they showed the pan of the restaurant, which means I saw that the vase wasn't knocked over. Otherwise, that might have been a little more difficult because I would have had to go through all the evidence, but I instantly knew what to do because of that pan.
So what?
Look carefully at the table. The vase is there, intact. Lost your tongue, Granddad?
Oh, the dots. I'm no granddad of yours, you hopsnotch.
Ow, stop.
Enough. If you throw any more seeds in this courtroom, the cleaners will be here all night.
Ah!
Oh, the dots. What is it now?
I just remembered something.
Oh, gosh. Yes. Go on.
Oh, the broken vase. It was on my table.
What?
Well, you see, it startled me when that young'un collapsed. So I stood up. That must have been when it fell over. The vase on my table, I mean.
The vase on your table.
Yes, it was on my table. And that's how my coin can be completely soaked.
Are you sure it's because of that reason? Or because you're not wearing your Depends, Granddad?
You know everyone's thinking it. Come on, you know everyone is thinking it.
All the dots, that's right. And by the way, I'm not insulting old people. I'm just insulting this guy. Okay? Can we all be clear on that?
Thank you, Mr. Kudo. You certainly earned your kudos for today.
I'd like to ask a question now. Have I been any use at all?
Perhaps that's something you should reflect on yourself, Mr. Kudo.
Wait a minute. If that's the case, it's more. I got more to say. Oh, yes, I remember something else.
Enough! Bailiff, let's go to the witness out of the courtroom.
Wait, listen to me.
Well, we seem to have been considerably sidetracked. And I am still not in a position to deliver a verdict.
All the exclamated dots.
The defendant has not been positively identified as the waitress in question. Additionally, there are two disparities in testimony we have heard thus far.
The mark on the coffee cup that the victim supposedly drank with his left hand, and the earpiece, which was inserted into his left ear, out of which he couldn't hear.
Wow, Nick, you did it!
No, not yet.
I therefore require both the defense and the prosecution to further investigate the facts.
Yes, Your Honor. All the dots.
There's one more thing before I call today's session to an end.
One more thing, Your Honor?
Well, that witness we just heard from, he is most insistent that his testimony should be of use. So we summarized it accordingly into this statement.
Okay?
You may each have a copy of it if you wish.
Whatever. The prosecution doesn't need props like that. Kudo's really mad, huh? Yeah, I would be too.
Very well. Here you are then, Mr. Wright. There are 3 copies, my own, yours, and Mr. Godo's.
Yes, Your Honor. Victor's testimony added to the court record. When the incident occurred, I broke the vase at my seat. I'm sorry. I'm sorry? This isn't a piece of testimony, it's more like a 5-year-old's apology. What the heck are we supposed to do with 3 copies?
Well, that is all. Court is adjourned.
Alright. Well, that was a, that was a complete waste of time. I really hope not. I really, really hope not. I really hope something comes out of that. Otherwise, yeah, I'm gonna think that's a complete waste of time. And I know that. Okay. At the risk of sounding hypocritical, I know that I said that 2-3. I believe that's how I was told that's how you call these games, right? The first number is a game, the second number is a case. So 2-3 would be the circus case from the last game. Was it 2-3? Was it 2-2? Okay, the circus case from the last game. In that case, I said that I didn't mind so much the luck that was in the case, because even though the crime is absurdly based on an element of luck or unluck based on the way you look at it. Even though that's true, not every trial needs to be perfect. And not every trial needs to have a testimony that's reliable and useful. I understand that. But the difference for me is a testimony that's useless is basically a giant waste of time. Whereas a case that's decided by luck or unluck, at least it got us to the end of the case. Does that make sense? Like, the two things aren't the same thing necessarily. Even though one was, oh, this is a case where luck was involved, and this may be a case where, you know, you had a bad witness. Even though there's the element of imperfection, one of those cases is far more forgiving in my eyes than the other. Now, we don't know if this was a waste of time yet, but the fact that I had to stop and talk about it, and especially since I'm not a huge fan of the character, you know, that's, Now, I had a lot of fun with the case. Don't get me wrong. But if I had to play this case again and that was a waste of time, then I would be more annoyed than I am right now. Like, the first time through, I enjoyed it and I had fun, and Mr. Kudo was fun to voice, and the pigeons was always cool. But I can see how if you play this game a second time, you would just be like, oh god, I gotta go through Kudo. Can I please get through this as fast as possible? But anyway, let me know what your thoughts are about that. I always love to know what your thoughts are. What are your thoughts on Kudo and that testimony? How do you feel about it? Do you feel like that's going to add up to something? Or do you feel that maybe they could have done that a little bit better? Unsure. January 7th, 12:52 p.m., Wright and Company Law Offices. So how do you think the trial went this morning? Well, how do you think it went? It got a bit crazy in there. I just wondered that killed our chances. Yeah, I guess it did get out of hand. Mr. Kudo's testimony did nothing to help us. Plus, now we don't even know the identity of the waitress who laced the coffee. All we know is what ultimate Mr. Kudo saw. Are the apron straps and the ribbon. and that the victim was wearing an earpiece when his eardrum was ruptured. Talk about a terrifying case of contradiction-nitis. Time to play doctor and find ourselves a cure then, huh? Yeah, we gotta find one for Maggie or she's gonna have a terminal case of guilty. Yeah, that would be bad. What to do? Well, I'm officially at a loss as to where to start. Yeah, me too. Let's try some brainstorming. You go first. I guess we should try to put Mr. Kudo's testimony to some sort of use. Yeah, that's true. And we need to figure out the identity of the waitress and who the victim really was. Somehow, I think the key to this case has got to be at Tribulations. Well then, let's go back there and check it out again. Oh, and we should drop in on Maggie and see how she's doing too. Any ideas? So, anything on your mind? Actually, there is something. All the questionable dots? I was wondering about Zenith. You know, like, what he's like and stuff. Oh, yeah. I almost forgot about that guy. Ooh. Sorry, that's just a really catchy tune. It really is. It's kind of weird though, because I mean this tune fits more in probably with the Mas de Mas case. But at the same time, I really dig this. Oh yeah, I almost forgot about that guy. I don't know if we've heard this yet, or if this is like the second time we're hearing it, but I feel like I'm hearing this for the first time. Maybe the first time we heard it, I was distracted. I didn't hear it like I should have heard it.
I had a bitch so hard, I feel like you was switching the express train. Phoenix Wright? You're saying you's the Phoenix Wright? Cause I'm Phoenix Wright, the one and onlys.
Actually, I've learned a little something about my doppelganger. Huh? You did? What did you find out? Oh yeah, Maya was working at the restaurant when I ran into Don Oh. He's trying to say Don Phony. Don Phonione. That actually took me a minute to figure out what he was trying to say. Oh, that takes me. I'm sorry, I'm slightly off topic on this, but I had to tell you a story because a lot of people probably don't know this story, okay? I was playing Quest for Glory 1. And in Quest for Glory 1, you had to open up this cave. And in order to open up this cave, you need to say a special password, or you get into this fight with this really powerful enemy. Wait, no. You have to open up the cave in order to proceed, or you go straight through the front entrance to get to like a castle. But if you go through the secret entrance, you can avoid a lot of the extra fighting, which as a thief, which is what I was playing at the time, I'm not the best fighter. So I went to the secret entrance, and then you had to speak a password in order to tell the guard on the other side that you're a friend. And the password, I kept saying the password was Hidden Goseki. I believe that's what it was. It was either Hidden Goseki or Hiden Goseki. I kept saying one of those two. And I kept saying, that's a really weird name. Hiden Goseki. Like, what is that supposed to mean? Hiden Goseki. It doesn't make any sense. And then, I forgot who it was, but someone pointed out in the comments that Hiden Goseki was just hide and go seek. And I felt really dumb because I could not understand what it was that was being said. Oh, dear Lord. Oh, I'm sorry, that takes me back. That was our very first playthrough on the channel. A year and a half ago? Man, yeah. Quest for Glory is a great game. I had a lot of issues back then with audio recording and everything else, and it was kind of a mess overall. Like, I didn't really know my identity yet as a Let's Player. But still, I love that series, and it was such a fun series. I'm glad we played it first, but I'll never forget the fact that I can do complicated puzzles, but I could not understand hide and go seek. Oh, dear Lord. Oh, yeah. Maya was working at the restaurant when I ran into Don Fonione. Let's just say it was such a terrible version of me that I want to sue for defamation. What's that guy's story, anyway? What does he have to gain by impersonating me? Alright, let's look around and then we'll display evidence. There is a giant building just outside the window. It's a Gateway Hotel, high-class luxury hotel. The chain is getting so rich that they bought a whole chunk of the next town over and started building a huge theme park. It's going to be called Gatewaterland. I wonder if that bellboy is going to send me a greeting card this year, too. Charlie, a quite decorative plant. He's sort of a keepsake. Somebody remember Mia by. Sure, the office is a mess, but I never forget to water this little fella. An old movie poster. Apparently, this was the first movie that made Mia cry when she saw it a long time ago. Maya watched it recently and said she cried all night too. Which I guess is why it's back up on the wall. I have to check it out one of these days. Difficult looking legal books stand in a formidable row. They mock me. Actually, I've neglected them for so long that they're covered in a layer of dust. I guess I should at least pretend to read them once in a while. And by the way, I want to know where's Pearl. Like, where's my Pearly at, you know? She's such a... Her and Maya really make the game so much more uplifting. They're just great to be around. They make me smile. Such good kids. It's my desk. I don't get to use it much, so it's still super neat and tidy from when Pearls cleaned it. I miss Pearls. Pearls is awesome. That badge is totally useless, Nick. Huh? I mean, no one suspected that Zin'Eep wasn't a real lawyer. I bet he didn't even have an attorney's badge. I guess you're right about that. Or maybe he did have one, and maybe he switched to a real one for a Fugazi. I don't know what a Fugazi is. My badge a fake? Ha ha ha, that's a good one, Maya. Why the nervous laughter? Haha, I knew it. Your badge really is a fake, isn't it, Nick? No comment? She doesn't know anything about the Mike Tom, it's so weird. This jewel here, it was drawn by the victim, right? This is a newspaper from the day of the incident, so yeah, we've got to assume so. There must be a clue in there somewhere. I guess we should show it around and see if anyone can tell us more about it. I can't believe there's a fake Nick running around. Yeah, I know. What's the deal with that? Why is he impersonating me? Maybe he's got something against you. People do tend to have a distinct distaste for you, Nick. Sure enough. The only thing prosecutors seem to like about me is pushing me around. Or maybe he's got something against Maggie. So he pretended to be me to get Maggie convicted? That's a good theory. That's a really good theory. That thing must have been an accident. It's a total wreck. That's what the guy I met at the park was riding. And I'm betting he's the fake me.
Cause I'm Phoenix Wright, the one and only.
His voice is still ringing in my ears. Introduce me next time, Nick. I want to meet Zin'Eep too. A loan of $500,000? I wonder what Mr. Armstrong did to get into the much debt. I'm going to guess he spent money needlessly. You better watch your spending too. Maybe it was to buy the business. Maybe he took out a loan in order to, you know, build the restaurant. That could be true, right? Hey, I've got a great idea. I mean, just because you have debt doesn't mean you did it needlessly. I mean, I have college debt, which is going to be really, really tough for me to start paying off in a month. Because it's going to be really expensive. But one of these days in the, you know, the future, you know, I could get a better position at my job that I love because of that master's degree. So, you know, the debt hurts a lot, but it wasn't spent needlessly. You know what I mean? Not all debts are needless. Sometimes you have to go into debt, and I know that sucks. But yeah, I don't know. I just know that there's no way I would have ever played for college on my salary. So if I didn't go in debt, it would have been impossible. Hey, I got a great idea. What if Mr. Armstrong charged $20,000 for the Twin T set? If you hit people with that kind of bill, Maya, they will hit you back. A letter of apology from the old man? Aw, how sweet. Actually, it's his testimony, if you can call it that. So, what's it say? I broke the vase at my seat. I'm sorry. I used to break things all the time when I was little, you know? So did I. I am a klutz. I will break everything in sight. Seriously, I am the biggest klutz in the world. And I used to write apologies all the time, too. Yeah, I remember when I went to a neighbor's house one time and I sat in a seat and somehow I broke their seat. I don't know how. I mean, like I said, I'm just a klutz. I am very uncoordinated. Although maybe now I'm starting to lose weight. Maybe I can, you know, get a little more coordinated. Yeah, that may be something that could help out a lot. Well, Pearls and Adrian seem to have picked up where you left off. Missed the autopsy report. Looks like I didn't need to do the autopsy report. Nothing about this either. Or this. Ah! Didn't mean to click on it. That's the cup the poison was in, isn't it? It's also the infamous cup apparently every single person who's ever played this game says is totally unfair. Yeah, and the stain on the rim shows that the victim used his right hand to pick it up. But the old man swore he saw the victim pick it up with his left hand. If Mr. Kudo wasn't mistaken, then what could account for this contradiction? Maybe I should try the lottery sometime too. Sure, why not? If you hit the jackpot, you can win $500,000. So what are you waiting for, Nick? Buy one. No way. Don't you know the lottery is a tax on people who are bad at math? That's actually not an unfair thing to say. Blah, fine then. At least I can add it to the newly named Paths to Wealth. I'll have to call up Pearly later and have her add buy lottery tickets whenever possible. How about make it so you don't buy lottery tickets? Like seriously, I'm broke. Winning a lottery would be a great thing to do, but if I spend $10 on lottery tickets a month, that's $120 a year. That's a lot of money. Seriously. And in order to have any chance of winning, the amount of money you would need to spell is astronomical. Yes, people do get lucky, and if you're one of those people, let me know. Because, hey, FlightlessBird wouldn't mind a little support. But I'm saying, it's not good finance. Good financial advice to buy lottery tickets. Although, if you buy them because they're fun, and you go out to what I call the moment of euphoria, which is, you know, just before you see that you lost, you think you won. And if you buy a lottery ticket for that reason, then I can understand, I guess. It's almost surreal that this artsy apron is what got us this far. Well, as art goes, this piece definitely leaves an impression. I guess that means the old guy never saw the front of it, huh? Which means he didn't see the waitress's face either. God, it takes me so long to play through these games because I go through everything. I hope you guys don't mind. I mean, I like it. I like the story. I like the lore. I like these dialogues. I can't believe they found this in Mengi's pocket. Yeah, but she was passed out, right? So the killer could have easily planned it on her. Where do you even get a hold of something like this? It's not like you can go down to your local Costco and buy it in bulk at $5 a pound. Costco? You mean Costco? I feel like that's a Costco reference. Is there still Costco's around? I have a Sam's near my neighborhood. I haven't seen a Costco in a long time. She's got a point. How the killer got a hold of this poison is pretty important. Yeah, that is a good point. New error or something clinic. Miss, she's really smart to be able to say that. You know? It's funny because she's never used a computer before, but she can say that. I guess your eardrum was ruptured. You couldn't listen to the radio, huh? Yeah, it'd be pretty pointless to wear an earpiece of any kind. The medication in the bag is missing too, right? The mysterious vanishing medication. Much like our mysterious other person. Yeah, where did the medication go? Huh. So, how's your spirit medium training going? Well, I'm kind of taking a break. I'm having a bit of trouble right now, you know? Last year's incident. Oh, we've seen this before. Which means we've probably seen this before. Kudo got it good today, huh? He was even smoking at the end there. He'll have a new witness ready for tomorrow, though. You can count on it. We need to figure out the facts before then, or we're doomed. Actually, let's make sure. Mia really bailed me out again yesterday. That seedy old man was so rude to me. He didn't realize just how awesome I am. If he had, I bet he would have treated me better. I agree, you are awesome, Maya. Since when did you become so awesome? Oh, come on, Phoenix, she's awesome. I'm glad we double-checked that. A lot of strange conflicting things keep popping up today in the trial, huh? Yeah, and they seem to come out of nowhere. That's why we've got to go talk with Maggie and get this whole thing straightened out. Maggie said that when she bought the victim his coffee. There was one more person sitting at the table. The single contradiction is probably the most important one we have to resolve. Have you noticed the victims in our cases tend to be people we know nothing about, Nick? Take Lionel, for example. Now that you mention it, we don't know what kind of guy he was or why he was killed. I say it's time to get out there and find some answers. Yeah, it would be nice to know more about him. I really felt sorry for Gumshoe today. He really wanted to help Maggie out, but he kept getting backed into a corner. Maggie took it pretty bad, did she? You think she feels betrayed? Maybe. We gotta cheer her up somehow. She's a friend, after all. A friend? Never really thought of it that way, but I guess she is. It's the seedy old man. What's his name again? Vermin Kudo? Is it? I can't remember either. I like Vermin Kudo. That's good. I've never seen a witness mess up so badly in court before. Better stay away from him for a while, huh? Yeah, and it might be more than seeds that he chucks at me next time. Alright, how about Gene Armstrong? The chef's a witness too, right? I suppose so. He was in the kitchen at the time of the incident. Well, since old CD's testimony is pretty much useless to us, I guess we should speak to Mr. Armstrong again, huh? Yeah. Question is, where do we go first? Let's check here first. Maybe we can talk to Gumshoe. January 7th. Looks like Gumshoe's not here. Never mind that. What's going on? Feels different in here somehow. You think? Yeah, everyone seems to be on edge.
What are you doing? Call in the officers with the briefing, quick. Can't you shut down the station server? Chief, playing on the internet. But my email, pen pal. Lit Oz Princess.
Late? As in? Princess? Like, I think 1337 is late. I don't know what the AZN stands for. And I'm pretty sure that stands for princess. So what does AZN stand for? And is 1337 late? I think it is. It's been a long time since I've seen that.
Save for later, I'm turning it off now. No! Late acid princess!
Everyone's keeping busy in here, huh? Keeping busy? More like panic, if you ask me. Something's going on. Something big. I must be one of the detectives. He's mumbling something to himself.
Even pickpockets can hear the pockets picked. Well, that's a keeper. Better go with something that doesn't sound too much like a slogan.
All the dots. He must be coming up with slogans for a crime prevention campaign. I'm not even sure he knows what kind of crime he's trying to prevent. I love that guy. These are the Detectors Desk. There are computers and files to each one. Funny, they're a lot tighter than I expected. I guess detectives don't spend a lot of time at their desk. A poster of a female police officer. Wait, no, that's the latest Babes in Uniform calendar. My bad. Hey, that's the police mascot, isn't it? It's so cute!
That's the Blue Badger. It was my idea. I made it. Now it's the national symbol of the police.
So what's with the pink one? It's new, right?
She's not an it, Nick. She's a she, right, Chief?
Oh, yep. Meet the pink badger.
So one's called blue. So one's called blue and the other's called pink, but they're both called Badger.
Well, you got it. They're married.
Mr. and Mrs. Badger seem to be cuffed together, Chief.
Well, you got it. Well, that's marriage for you.
Whoa, a mascot that's deeper than the deepest of deep oceans. Oh, I love this game. This must be the chief for the detectives here. He looks lost now that the power to his computer has been cut.
Oh, well, I guess I'll just have to write him a real letter instead of an email.
Alternatively, you could write up some reports, just a suggestion.
Dear 1337 as in Princess. How are you? I'm okay. How was the show last night?
Wow, what an awesome job. Maybe I should send in my resume and become chief.
You may do a better job than what he's doing right now, Maya. I didn't mean to do that. Oops, my bad. I wanted to actually move to the detention center. Before I did that, I wanted to actually look around. You can't slide, by the way. And nothing else seems to be happening. Was there a jailbreak? I guess Maggie's still in questioning.
But we got questions to ask her too. Maggie! Maggie!
Keep it down, Maya. This isn't a playground, you know? Nothing here either. Smiling on candid camera. This guard monitors the visitor's room. There's nothing for him to do right now, so he's catching some vertical Z's. Nothing here either. Very, very interesting. By the way, I did go to the pharmacist and asked about, what can I do to try to get rid of the congestion in my body? And the pharmacist said it may take up to 2 weeks, and there's not much I can do. I mean, I could take some Claritin, I can take some Mucinex, which is what I've been doing, but besides that, there really isn't any other cure but time. So, yeah.
Empty as usual.
Yeah, and it's lunchtime, too. Well, that's it. Come on, come on, come on. Who is this? Is this a mysterious woman? Hey, that sounds like...
Now just go and eat, pal. Come on, I know you can.
He's getting really worked up about something.
No, that's the wrong number.
Hi, Gumshoe.
Arrgh, God, looks like an 8 would have only been netted me $5 anyway. What a ripoff.
What's the problem, Detective Gumshoe?
Huh? Oh, it's you. I was just,
Are you trying to get a lotto ticket?
I was just listening to the radio, pal.
Yep, that's what he was trying to do. Oh, Gumshoe. To the radio? Hey, Detective Gumshoe's having lunch here. He is. He's having the twin tea set? When did he get money?
What can I say?
Say you didn't eat it, please? It's not edible. Oh boy. Alright, my friends, well, I love you all so very much, and I want to thank you for everything. Thank you for putting up with all my rambling today. I just wanted to ramble, I don't know why, but I was having some fun. And I just love this series, and I love this game, and I love to talk about it, and I love to look at everything, and just see everything, and explore it all, and I love that you're here with me. It's such a refreshing feeling, and I can't thank you enough. Only one episode today on the channel, but I'll be back probably with 2 the next day. Thursday, I don't need to stay late, I'm pretty sure, so I should be home normal time. Can do some fun episodes, watch some Ashenda Firemis. If you haven't seen Ashenda Firemis, so go check her out. She's on Twitch, but the name in our channel page at the very bottom with friends of the channel, that name is the same name that she's on Twitch. So Ashenda Fire Mist. There's a Y in there somewhere, but just check my channel page. She's amazing. She's great. I love her a lot. I love you guys a lot. Thank you for everything. Until next time, so long. and take care. Thank you for watching this video. Feel free to comment on what you saw and what you would like to see next. I always love to hear your thoughts. Please be sure to like and subscribe for more. Also, please do not forget, you matter. You are brilliant and you are loved. And you should always remember to be true to yourself. Don't let the world tell you any different. Much love to you from your friendly feathered flightless bird. Till next time.